Iceland leads call for inquiry into LGBTQ rights violations in Chechnya.
This post received a score of 6,375, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I love Iceland.
I agree, Iceland is the shit. The Western European stance on LGBT rights is nice to see when they have the balls to stand up for it.
Everyone likes Iceland. The problem with Iceland is that it's Iceland, meaning during a war of influence it really isn't going to make a difference without larger support from major players in the UN, or even just larger neighbors EU, Canada, US etc. It can say or do what it likes, but it doesn't change much. If Russia, Chechnya, or China decided they wanted to line up every LGBT community member and shoot them in the back of the head, the amount of noise Iceland could make would be noticed as much as a fart in a Florida hurricane.
Russia. Chechnya is a region within the country of Russia. I'm tired of the media giving Putin a free pass by treating Chechnya as an independent state. No one in the world is more responsible for what goes on in Chechnya than Vladimir Putin and the Russian government, so stop treating Chechnya as though it's a separate state. The leader of Chechnya, Ramzan Kadyrov, is a personal friend of Putin and was personally appointed leader of Chechnya by Vladimir Putin. Russia is solely responsible for what happens in Russia.
Kadyrov as a Putin crony is vastly oversimplifying the relationship. In reality, they both provide something for each other. Kadyrov gets to run Chechnya more or less as he sees fit, and in return Kadyrov keeps the militias from going back into the mountains to restart the civil war and commit terrorist acts in Russian cities. So ending the war in a way that kept Russian pride intact vastly increased Putin's prestige.
Dealing with the situation equals bombing his own people to start a war for imperial conquest. By the way, I hear Ryazan sugar is very sweet.
Iceland is cool.
I see what you did there.
Knowing the Chechens, their response will be video evidence of the crimes and saying, "See, no humans, no human rights violations."
Chechens.
LGBTQ rights in Chechnya? LUL.
They need to add Tanzania to their complaint, apparently.
This is a nice gesture and certainly shows Iceland's status as a pro-LGBTQ rights nation, but I feel like this is little more than national-scale virtue signaling. Chechnya has a lot of bad shit going on there and Iceland isn't really in any position to do anything about it. The only people who really are capable of any real change there is the Russia, and then only barely, and they certainly aren't known for a good stance on LGBTQ issues. Or for particularly caring what the rest of the world says or thinks, let alone Iceland.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.